For football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. That's it, baby. We're going to work. Here we go.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Irvin to return. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Recon, 152 fighter. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Jet safety, jet safety. Boom, boom.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. 18.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Skirts by him at the 35. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Box it.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 44.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And Adams has it complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. 33 yards that time. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They run it again with Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On first down, Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Williams. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
At the 30-yard line.
44, Mike.
Blue draw Corker. Blue.
That's the way. Switch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
General West.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
On 2nd down, Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Irvin. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
Got it! 258!
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Packers, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.